Yo, people, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel, man. Welcome back to Saeed TV. We are live for Mandem Talk, people. You know what it is, man. Wednesdays, we're here, man, talking all things football with the Mandem. We got man like Rance in the building. Rance, what are you telling me?
All good, my bro. All good. Can't complain, man.
Come on, come on. We got man like Estrella in the building. Estrella, man, what are you telling me? No analogies today. No analogies today, though, still. What are you telling me, bro? You good?
I'm straight, man. I'm straight. Big up the chat, man.
Come on, big up to you, man. Man like Nuruddin, what are you saying, man? How's life?
Yeah, we're good, man. Big up, Kings. Big up, love.
Come on, big up to you. And then we got Leon in the background as well. Big up to Leon. Unleash Sports and that. You know what I mean? Man, like...
Big up Mandem. Well, go on. I'm just cooking, innit? So give me like 10 minutes.
Come on. Yeah,
big up the Mandem. Oh, shout out Nuruddin. Shout out Estrella and that, yeah. Me and Estrella are going to link up soon anyway in London. And Rance, big up you with your fight coming up and that as well, bro. If you need a little care package from Fortress Boxing, shout me, bro. I got you in it.
Yeah, big up, man. Big up to you, bro.
You fighting,
yeah,
bro?
Man, let's...
Fighting. Rance, you fighting?
Yeah, Rance fighting, man, in Cardiff, man. Yeah, man.
Where in London?
Cardiff.
Cardiff, man. Yeah, man. Cardiff settings, man. So big up to Rance each and every time.
Is it a charity event?
No, it's a fight, innit, Rance? Isn't it? Actual fight, man. Ain't no charity thing, man. Actual fight, man. Pay-per-view. Yeah, pay-per-view, man.
There's an actual fight.
Yeah, man.
Oh,
yeah, man. Big up to Rance each and every time, man. But yeah, man. Let's start with it, man. It wasn't the name we all wanted. Maybe Musa might come in and disrupt the situation, but yeah, man, Benjamin Šeško. That's how they pronounce the name. You know the ones there. I know people are online trying to get me done on that with a Benjamin Sesko and that, but that's when he was linked to Arsenal, isn't it? Because really and truly, nobody can really laugh at me because really and truly, we were never linked with him this summer. It wasn't high on the list. You know what I mean? Obviously, when he gets linked to Man United, then things change, innit? You feel me? But right now, like we never knew we were getting Sesco. It is what it is. Vivell's coming. It's Vivell's guy. That's the situation right now. Vivell is gonna sort this deal out, and you know what I mean. He's gonna be the one. I know you shake your head already, but really and truly, you know what I mean. Maybe Watkins wasn't really available, and they looked at Sesco. They probably analyzed it, and they thought, you know what, Vivell, you know him. Go and get him, and you know what I mean. Bob's your uncle, man. You know what I mean, like. Yes, maybe he's not the player that we want, but I'm sure you don't want to see Rasmus Højlund up front, Nuruddin. I'm sure you don't want to see that next season up front. Rasmus Højlund doing the same old. You don't want to see that, bro. Let's be honest, man. You're going to be that old Trafford, yeah? You're going to see the ball, like, you know, getting bounced over Højlund. Like, we don't want to see that anymore, man. Let's be honest, bro.
Why do I have to choose from a developmental plan to a shit plan? It's like the guy's younger than Rasmus.
Now, same age, bro. Same age.
Saeed, it's unbelievable. Honestly, it's unbelievable. To me, this is Panic FC, mate. The best in fucking class, my ass. This is Panic. We were never linked with this kid. 2 years ago, I was hyping this kid because I saw things that what he was doing, I've not seen many players do at his age. But he's not kicked on. I don't personally believe he's kicked on. And we're going to waste another time on another new project. Tell me the last striker that come from that league that prospered in the Premier League.
Erling Haaland.
He's just a freak of nature. That side,
Okay.
that flipping android, it's a freak of nature. He's just a freak of nature.
Aubameyang, if we're talking about nines, if we're talking about
Aubameyang,
Mamouche, that was just the other day, but he's not really an out-and-out
He's
striker.
not a 9. Mamouche's not a 9. Mamouche is an attacking player.
Far to say Aubameyang just shows Nuruddin's point. Obviously, I'm not saying
and my point as well. I agree.
I'm not saying I agree.
But what was it?
I'm just saying, me personally, I like Saeed before we came on stream said I wanted Sesco. No, I didn't. I wanted Oshman, but obviously that's not available. My thing is, you're hoping, because I've seen it enough times where they're doing banging stuff in Bundesliga and you can't transition over here and do the same thing. So it's like hoping. So I don't know if I'm supposed to take that over hope.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, he's not even pulling up trees over there either. He's not like my guy's banging in 30 goals over there.
I agree.
It's like, what are we doing out here? What are we actually doing out here? So is the club buying because most of the fan base so that Liverpool don't get Isaac? Is that what we're pulling? Is that what we're doing? Like,
listen,
I don't believe this.
I think
We're gonna get another. Manchester United is not a place to develop young players. It's not. I made the arguments.
I think it's
Jonathan, by the way.
I think it's like, obviously, you've obviously linked with Watkins. Maybe they're being very frugal in terms of the negotiation. So they're saying, okay, if it's going to exceed 50 million or whatever, we're not interested. Might as well just go for the young player because there's a resale value there. It's financially more incentive. But the way I look at it is, like what you guys have said already, he's not putting up trees in Bundesliga. It's another hope, just overspending. But my thing is, from what I've seen of him, the range of goals that he scores, it's not like, oh, he's in the box, then Fox in the box.
No, he's not.
It was different variations of different goals, like outside the box, long shots and stuff like that. So that's why I'm appeased in it. But if I was gonna go for somebody, it wouldn't necessarily be with him, especially the money we're gonna have to pay.
And also another thing as well.
Hope again.
Yeah, he wasn't actually their number 9. It was Openda. Openda was the one that was the more of a striker. He was more. Side. Yeah. So he was coming on that left channel and then drifting in. You feel me? Like, whereas Openda was the actual real number 9 in for Leipzig. You feel me? So it's one of them ones where you get me. Like, this is a whole different ball game to be the actual number 9 on Man United. You know what I mean? Like, this ain't no easy joke. You know, like, this ain't no kind of situation where he's gonna have to adapt. He's gonna have to be quick to adapting. Luckily, we've got a Boom on Cunha there as 2 facilitators that can help him and that can manage with him, and that's better. That gives me a bit of peace of mind already. I'm not gonna lie to you. If we never got Cunha and Bumo, I would be very not happy with his signing. But because Bumo and Cunha there, it kind of alleviates the pressure off him, bro. At least minimum. Okay. He's not having to do everything on his own.
Listen, I hope and pray he comes and lights the fire. He proves a lot of us wrong. We're happy to do that. When we haven't got that level of ego, we're happy to be proven wrong by footballers. Yeah. You know what? Agree. Make me change my words. You know what I mean? I'll come in here and I'll apologize. The big thing is for me, it's when I look at what Manchester United, how Rasmus been treated, I'm gonna see what difference this is gonna make. The big thing I'll say about him, you guys have to go back to Aubameyang. How many years ago was that?
About what?
How many years ago was that?
2018.
6 years ago.
Yeah.
6-7 years ago, we're going back.
Yeah, 7 years
ago. That's what we're doing. 7 years ago, we're going back since the last guy. Midfielders actually do all right. Defenders do all right from that league. Strikers don't. Strikers don't. They actually struggle. You know, the only other guy that I would say that did bits from that league after Aubameyang is Bobby Firmino. But Bobby Firmino had a specific type of role at Liverpool where it was synergy, where he held up the ball.
They bought him as a midfielder.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, but in Germany, he was playing more of us as like a 10 or striker kind of thing.
Yeah, exactly. They bought him as a 10 and they bought him as a midfielder, and then Klopp transitioned him.
Yeah.
Facts. So, honestly, I don't know what that league and the kid is not. I'm not gonna lie to you. Low key Lukaku vibes he's giving me. The way he controls the ball. Yes, Saeed. Yes, Saeed. The way he's controlling the ball, things bouncing off him.
I think he's got a bit more technical ability.
You can come in. Let me just finish. The way I've judged this kid, like I said 2 years ago, Saeed, I was telling you, I was like, this kid, because I was like, yo, he's doing things that I don't really see doing kids his age. Like, and I just personally feel, and I'm not going to profess that I watched every game of him, but in big games where I watched the German Cup, watch him in the Champions, I have not. I don't think he's kicked on, in my humble opinion. He hasn't. But I'm happy to be proven wrong. I'm happy to be proven wrong.
You know what it is though this year? This is the standard now of where football is.
Why is this club panicking? The difference between Manchester United and the clubs, is that we start panicking once we get. He's not even a man. I don't think this guy was even on the list.
No,
because everybody thought
to be honest, Nuruddin, he was. United have had him on the list since Ralph was there because Ralph brought him up. So he's been someone that the club's been looking at, but he's not somebody that I thought that we would get, and he's not someone that I wanted. But the club had him on the radar for a couple of years.
Yeah, he rejected us to go Leipzig anyway. Man.
This current rant, I'm talking about this summer window. That's what I'm talking specifically. I know that United it was linked with United, and then actually that's when he was at Salzburg or some other club, and it was like 4 million
before he made the move.
4 million or 10 to 15 million. Remember the rumors? But I'm talking about this current transfer window. He was not on Manchester United. It was Delac, Gyökeres.
Yeah, it looked like he was going. It looked like Sesco was going to Arsenal. That's what it looked like.
Yeah. So
and then he didn't want to pay the money.
But the question is, when I look at that tweet of Einstein tweet, it's the big if they're going for a striker. So what does that mean? Are we doing better skullduggery to try to get Liverpool to pay more for Isaac? What are we doing? Because to me, with Einstein, you never get if. You usually get this is what.
No, but bro, it's gonna happen, man. It's gonna happen. We're gonna get Sesco. I'm not confident of losing out to Newcastle. I'm sorry, man. You know what I mean? Like, you can clip me all you want, but Newcastle are not gonna beat us to Sesco. You know what I mean?
Newcastle they've got a real humbling this window, you know.
Humbling, bro.
Proper reality check. I wouldn't be surprised if them Saudis sell the club, you know, because this is too much embarrassment.
It's embarrassing. It's embarrassing
too much,
for them, bro. Them when I'm looking at their own journalist here has said that they're even now looking at going and getting the Fulham striker. They're looking at alternatives because they're like, you know what?
As well.
Yeah, and Jackson as well. Them man are already preparing for the worst outcome, whereas United are not doing that. They're saying we're going in for him and we're gonna get him.
Saeed, I'm not gonna lie to you. Saeed, I'm not gonna lie to you. Get me that Brazilian kid at Fulham. I'd rather go and get him. I'm telling you.
Nah, Nuruddin, man.
I'd take Evan Nielsen at Bournemouth.
Are you taking me?
What do you mean?
I'd take Evan Nielsen at Bournemouth over Sesco. I would.
What's the kid at the Brazilian kid at Fulham called? What is his called?
Bro, he's not the level, man. Let's be honest, man. Muniz. Come on, Nuruddin.
Muniz. Talk to me.
He's not the level, man. I think he's decent, but he's not the level.
I don't give a shit. He already plays in the Premier League. He knows what the Premier League is about, and he's actually scored some fantastic goals.
I know.
Fulham.
Fulham.
Get me Muniz, mate. Only day to fucking Sesco. Facts. And you know what? I was only coming around to like Watkins because I watched your video rants. It made me genuinely think when you broke down what his game is, what you think of Watkins. And then I thought, you know what? Mbeumo's talking about him the other day. Mbeumo's played with him. You know what? It was him and Barama, Mbeumo, and Watkins that got them promoted to the Prem, didn't they? It was those three that helped them, that attacked, that forced Brentford into the Premier League. So I was about getting used to it because Watkins sometimes. I wasn't that, because I was just about getting settled in on, you know, coming around to the idea of being open-minded to think, you know what, Watkins, maybe, you know what I mean? Because they'll have something to prove, especially what's the beef between him and, you know what I mean, Good Evening.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was thinking in my head, maybe because it's a World Cup, he wants to get into that England, you know, lineup. He's going to fight for it. And maybe he'll be a bit more focused. And then this kid, like...
But Nuruddin, this is what I've been saying to the guys on my channel this whole window, bro. it takes one bomber and your whole world's turned upside down. I've been trying to come to terms with the Ollie Watkins thing for the last week, and then now it's not him now. You know what I'm like? This is how football is, bro, and this is why when people are going on like it's the end of the world, they're like, right, so we're running out of time. We haven't done this, we haven't done that, bro. It takes one tweet and all of a sudden everything's just going on, bro. That's all it takes. It takes one split second. It takes one day. It takes 1 hour. You know what I'm saying? It takes one conversation, and it went from it's looking like it's going to be Ollie Watkins to all right, cool. It's definitely Sesco now, even though it's not definitely him, but it's now looking like it's him now. And I convinced myself for the last week, you know what? Watkins and Mbumo played together already at Brentford. They understand each other. He's Premier League proven. Cool. I'm not a big Watkins fan, but I was starting to look at the positives, and now it's.
Now that's why I don't rate these.
You know what I mean? It's crazy. The only positive is if we can involve Rasmus in the deal, like they're saying, and he goes the other way, we can get a hefty discount and also get that trash out at the back door. You know what I mean? Like that's the only positive I can see right now.
I can't
get rid of Boylan. Yeah.
The other positive, even if we don't get rid of Rasmus, if we bring in Sesco, I see it as normally when you're bringing in. Like prime example, when we brought in Rasmus, there was no senior striker for him to learn off or support that role. You're thrown into the deep end. And I said, like, in defence midfield, when we bought young players before, we have senior players to like kind of aid or assist them. And up front, we were very minimal in that sense. Now you brought in and Mbumo, and obviously Bruno staying at the club. You have people to alleviate that pressure from any forward that we're going to buy moving forward. So I wouldn't be as like pressed if Sesco's the one striker that we get thinking, it's another young striker. At least the shared load of responsibility and the onus won't just be on him. You have other people help him. Do you get it? So with the Watkins thing, again, me personally, I wouldn't have gone for him. I think spending over 50 million on that type of player, even though he's like Premier League proven or whatever, I just think he's the wrong fit, the wrong mold. And that Nunez guy as well. I think, was you not at the Fulham game already when I saw you? Or was it Saeed I saw?
I think it was Nuruddin. I didn't see that game, but I know what you mean.
Like even when he came on, like for me, he's from what I've heard in the camp of Fulham, because whatever, like he's all right. And when he came on during that game, like I told you, I want my striker to like cause a problem, not necessarily an issue for the other team. It's just to make the defenders think that it's going to be a long day, or I have to watch out for this. When he came on, he just seemed like another tryhard. Like I'm a runaround. I never felt when he got in behind here, like one-on-one, or like if he's got the ball and there's a chance, he could potentially score a goal. I don't get that from him. And that's what I want from my striker. Like I get it from defenders, I get it from midfielders. Like if they're on the ball, something could happen. If it's one-on-one, I'm confident that he's got you in the bag. My striker, one-on-one, I'm confident that you might bag a goal. With certain people that people are naming, the names that they're just throwing around, I don't get that feeling from them. So
facts, 100%, bro, 100%.
All I say is that Muniz, the kid at Fulham, Brazilian kid, I've seen him trouble defenders. I've seen him use his strength. I've seen him actually make the ball stick. I've watched him live, seen him that he actually can control the ball, bring people into play. At the end of the day, it's about the team, innit? What the team is like. What are the things that the coaches and that people want to see? But he has scored goals. I'm not going to lie to you. He scored against big defenses. He scored against He scored goals against the top six.
But
and at the end of the day,
good goals.
I don't know how old he is, by the way, first of all. And
he's 24. He's 24. He's 24.
No,
we're getting a striker, like I said to you, he's 22, but
yeah,
he's playing.
Even a Benilson, definitely. A Benilson, he troubles people. A Benilson also troubles people. So I'd rather go for them than to Sesco. I genuinely don't think people are learning from this. We are burnt out by this BS, bringing some young striker project. We ain't fucking ready for no fucking project, man. We're done with projects. We're done. We're not here for any more projects, man.
But let me ask you a question, Nuruddin.
What can you facilitate? Can you make the attack a bit better than you already with Rasmus? Because that prick can't stay on his feet. He needs to go and do ballet to learn how to balance. He's an embarrassment. I'm like, what are these coaches watching him? Stay on your feet. Stay on your toes.
But the thing is, man,
I don't want to eat some kid where the ball comes and it bounces off him. Nah, I'm not having it.
Yeah.
And then he's spending all that money, and then in a 2 years' time, when these managers start, we're gonna say, we're gonna have to get rid of Sesco. I know already. We've seen this game plan. Manchester United needs something different. We need different. So we need a striker, Saeed, Rance, Leon,
Strella.
We need somebody who, even when they don't score, contributes to the team.
That's why I wanted Mateta, bro.
Play.
I agree.
And the overall play.
Yeah. But let me ask you a question, though. Wait, and big up Leon as well, man. The thing is, guys, and I know this, I'm not defending Sesco, but this is what we're going to get now in football, guys. I think we have to get with it now. Like the Matetas of the world, they are very unique. And you know what? You have to give them their credit and whatnot and etc. But you are seeing Ekatike, Sesco. These are similar kind of players. They could play on the left.
But I don't like them though. You know what it is, Nuruddin? It's probably like us showing our age a little bit because when I was growing up, as a striker, you have to occupy defenders, bro. Like you can't just be on the pitch, bro. Like them man have to know that you're there. There's too often now I see a lot of these forwards and it's like you don't know they're playing. You just don't know, innit? And that's why I had a soft spot for Delap as well, because even when Delap's not scoring goals or whatever, like he puts himself about. Like he lets these centre-backs know that, listen, you man are earning your money today. Even if he just bulldozes one of them. Do you know what I'm saying? Like he puts himself about and he's not just walking around with his hands in his shorts. And I feel like a lot of these strikers now, it's like, if they're not involved, they're really not involved. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's why I like players like Mateta, because even if he's not scoring goals, he's gonna link. I think it was it the final? Was it the final that he was involved in the goal, innit? They just lumped it long to him and he just held it up and then laid it off and then pop, and then there's a goal off that. And literally for 10 minutes you didn't see him and they just went straight into him and he just held the ball up, put his foot on the ball, protected it. You don't even see that anymore. You don't see strikers protecting the ball and bringing the other players into play no more. Now you're seeing Rasmus just get bumped off. He's on the fucking floor.
Because the youths are looking for GA, man. They're looking for like 1 GA. It's all bullshit.
All that came from was Mateta going straight from the goalkeeper. They went straight to him. Like that's got to be an option. You're supposed to be an outlet.
We had one of the best Mark Hughes. We had one of the best.
Facts.
Knock it out of the air. Hold 3 people off. Bring gigs and that. Bring people into play. I just don't honestly. Yeah, I don't understand modern football strikers, honestly.
Where's Musa, man? Musa's got answer for his crimes, man. Where's Musa?
You have to contribute.
Yeah, Musa, he's getting the stats out, man. He told me to watch this video about Mateta and Sesco versus Liverpool. But I'm sure that was like, how long ago was that, man? It was that pre-season as well, by the way.
It's funny. You watched the first comp, and he looked awful. Like the touch was not silky. It looked pretty bang average. And Musa was like, no, the wrong comp. Watch the one with the skill.
He showed me some pre-season game and that, bro. I'm like, yo, man, pre-season football. What's going on, Musa, man?
No, do you know what it is? Really and truly, with the Sesco deal, it's about the price. Yeah. Obviously, if that's what they're going to go for, I'm not really. I'm like you, man. I'm 55.
59 million.
Because if Watkins was 45, then I'm saying, if Watkins is 50 and then Sesco's another 10, then okay. I know what they're doing here. They're trying to. They reckon that. I think in their head, the worst case scenario is the kid doesn't perform and he goes for 40 to 45 million in a couple of years. That's why the way they're looking at it. But it's a stinky way to look at it because really and truly right now, with Zertsky and Buemo and Cunha, you've got interchange there. Zertsky's going to prove to you this season that you don't need to bang 20 goals for the team to play better. Do you know what I mean? Like around facilitating. The problem is if they go and spend 59 million on this kid, and we only end up with one midfielder, and the midfielder is not the profile that we need, it's a waste of time. It's a big waste of time because we all know. I'll firmly stick on the premises that 2 midfielders and no striker is a better position for United right now. I'll firmly stick with that. So let's see in it, but I don't know, Saeed. 59 million? What are they going to do? String it out over 5 years, 4 years?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
12 now, I don't know.
Yeah. You know what? Then it doesn't become a bad deal. I know everyone's a bit kind of like, but if you get 59 million stretched over 3 or 4 payments, and then you get rid of Højlund, it's not a bad deal.
But the problem is, if we do this now, and then next year a better striker comes up who's more accomplished, and we could have waited a year, I'm not going to be happy in it. So,
yeah.
What What do you mean? What do you mean, Leon?
Because United don't do what Chelsea do. We don't go buy 2 strikers at once. That's what we should do. We should be like, buy one this summer, buy one next summer, move Højlund out, and we got a whole new attack. United buy it and then they stick with it for 3-4 years, and then we're stuck with the kid if it doesn't work. You know how it works, Estrella. Do you know what I mean? So,
obviously I understand, but if we're to go by like what they've showed or what they've said they're gonna do, it's not gonna. Everything can't happen in one window, obviously. So the hope is next season we can have an additional striker because we still haven't replaced Ronaldo, if we're being honest. Because if you think about it, Erasmus came in with Martial left, and who did we bring?
Point, good point.
So,
yeah, because I think he came in, didn't he? What's his name, man?
Came in Jan. Who, sorry?
The Dutch brother came in. What's his name?
Weghorst
was alone. Yeah. You're right. You're right. We never really replaced him. You're right. Spot on. I think they just took
we could get away with having 6 for the front 3, and at the moment we'd have 4. Do you know what I mean? People including Ahmad, but the manager sees Ahmad as a wing back in the system, so he's a multi-purpose player as well. So you're right.
Do you think like Ahmad is best tailored as a wing back? I know that's what the manager probably sees so far, but do you think
in this current system, because of Ahmad's lack of physicality, I think that wing back suits him well, innit? I think Mbumo, Cunha, Xerxes, they're a lot more robust. Do you know what I mean? In central areas, Ahmad's a bit lightweight, innit? And even though he's smart enough and clever enough to play there, not under this manager. Under a proper manager that coaches, like an Enrique, cool. But under this guy, that's just gonna just leave you in there. I would play him as a wing back because the wing back shouldn't be defending that much if we're playing the right way. They shouldn't be defending. They should be the extra man.
I think his tenacity helps him as well, to be fair. But maybe that's why. Because remember before this summer, everyone was saying, "Oh, Angel Gomez on a free, Jonathan David on a free." Maybe that's why I haven't gone for those type of players. I didn't think about it like that. So
Amarin's proven as well, that he doesn't respect the midfield. This is what's pissing me off because we've just just pissing me off because at the end of the day, like even when we talk about, I'm sick. Do you know what it is? I'm sick of coming on here and talking about 4-3-3 as well. This shit ain't gonna happen. Obviously, I know the system is different, but like Saeed, man, when we've been light in some seasons, that 4-3-3 would have been nice and it would have been able to cover off thingy. But like this guy, that's why I wouldn't respect him if he started playing Ahmad in like the 10 or anything, because he'll leave man out to dry in it. You see Ahmad run up, down, wasted. So
I'm very, very very happy with Ahmad at right wing back. I know a lot of people they look at it as a very, very defensive position, but it should be offensive. That comes down to the way we're
with Mbeumo. I'm guessing Mbeumo is going to take the right 10 position, right?
Yeah, right 10. Yeah.
So that man will interchange. One will come in.
Yeah, they will.
So I'm
cool.
Yeah.
You know what it is, yeah? It's not even the system, it's the manager's interpretation. I keep telling people, most teams build out with a free. Chelsea build out with a free. Arsenal build out with a free. City build out with a free. But the difference is our wing backs are so deep, man. Like, as soon as we get the ball, our wing backs should be up the pitch at stretching it, but they're not.
Like a 5, isn't it?
Yeah, we play out in a 5, whereas we should be playing out in a 3. That's the problem. That's the real problem, because Ahmad shouldn't really be defending. Not really. He should be the extra man when we defend. He shouldn't be defending 1v1 ever. Do you know what I'm saying?
Especially when you're playing 3 centre-backs as well.
Exactly. You got 3 centre-backs. So he should never be isolated defending ever. He should always be the spare man. That's all he should be. And also, there shouldn't be loads of pressure on him to get back anyway. PSG play with a 4 at the back and both of their fullbacks are up the pitch.
Bro,
you know what I'm saying? And then one of the midfielders will just drop in and be that 3rd centre-back. And then we're all right. Do you know what I'm saying? But United, it's like we're building out in a 5 at the back. The guy's trying to say it's a 5 at the back, bro. It's not a 3. If he actually played a 3 back, because we saw Van Gaal play a 3 back.
Yeah, he did properly.
And Darmian was fucking up the pitch. And Darmian's the most defensive player you would ever see in your life. And the guy was all the way up the other side, bro. Like, we play a 5 back. That's the problem.
And that's why as well, I believe 2 midfielders is so important. Because if you go get me a Sander Berges player with a deep player, do you know what I mean? And then you go get me a box-to-box, someone who can travel the ball, don't worry about the wing backs coming back. We're good if we get the combination right. I just feel like we're going to end up with 1 and we're going to look poor in midfield. I feel like defense is going to be okay and midfield's going to be poor again. I've just got a funny feeling. It's just like Rant said, Strella, it's the way he plays the system. That's what it is for me.
I think I can't lie. For some reason, I think we bring in a midfielder, whether that be an Ndidi or a Douglas Luiz. I still think we bring in one person.
Ndidi, yeah. Say no
Yeah,
more.
we've been linked with Ndidi, but we've been linked with a lot of defensive sitting midfielders, and we don't need that. We need someone that can control the game.
Either that, yeah, or Rats. What I see happening if we don't bring in a midfielder, what I see one of the under 21s gets integrated. Maybe that whether it be Kone or I
think we bring one in. I think we bring in one.
Yeah. If you don't bring in the midfielder, I see him integrating another under 21 into this team, and it probably be a Kone. And I've been screaming that from what I've seen.
Yeah, he's good enough.
You can say someone's good enough unless like someone like Mason Greenwood, you could tell.
Okay, well he's talented enough. It's whether
to be
level, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think for me though, there's a lot of bodies in there for you to be still working out how that you could make sure that team is compact at least. The thing is for me, it's like them players might not be good enough yet, but can you tell them to be compact though? Because we've seen it before, in the games against Anfield away. It's not as if these two can't be compact enough. It's that we're not getting these guys to do their jobs, bro. And that's the problem, though. The manager needs to be on it, bro. And say, yo, you man sit. You don't do anything. You don't go forward. You man are sitting there, bro. And as much as we say, yeah, cool, they're not good enough. I don't rate Bruno.
They're following his plan.
Yeah, but that's the problem, though. I'm saying, though, if you get Bruno and whoever to stay there and you don't go forward now because we've got players like Mbeumo and Cunha and the fullbacks to go forward and do the damage. That can be possible, but it comes down to the coaching. If the coaching has been set up to make sure that them two in midfield aren't going forward and doing their own thing, then it can be okay. It can be okay. I'm not saying it's going to be okay. It can be okay. You can get away with it slightly. But it all comes down to our setup, bro. And like Rand says, the interpretation of our setup, bro. Go and get me Douglas Luiz. And you know what I mean, bro? At least then you've got someone in there that can actually good on the ball and has got legs in midfield, bro. Let's be honest.
We only get Douglas Luiz if Collier leaves.
No, I think we can get without Collier leaving. I'm not lying to you.
If you look at our squad right now, from what I've seen, I think we have 8 midfielders. And they wouldn't bring in for us to bring another midfielder in. One person has to lead. That's why they were saying either Casemiro or Manu has to go earlier in the window or in June. I
think Collier goes out on loan.
Yeah, if he goes out,
goes on loan, then
goes out, then we probably bring in Luiz.
Yeah.
But what you're saying before, if we can stay compact, I think, like I said, bringing in Mbeumo and Cunha, it helps because, like I said, Bruno felt the onus has to be on him. I feel like playing Ahmad right wing back. It also helps because of tenacity. He instantly start running forward. You got Dorgu instantly wants to start running forward, and then the best of him is him running in behind, running forward with the ball, and Brian and Boom. So like it takes less of the onus of Bruno getting the ball and trying to run with it. You might see a bit more Hollywood passes, but more into channels for these lot to run into or run onto. Sorry. If it works, that's what probably will happen.
There's more news on the Sesco one. Apparently, Matt Hargreaves held face-to-face talks. Sesco open to Man United without Champions League football. Healthy debate internally over whether to move or after talks with Ollie Watkins. Christopher Vivell driving the Sesco approach. Newcastle face Sesco will pick Man United but remain in the race. Listen, I think for me, you know what it is with United? This just without Champions League football, I never ever really look at that being a problem, bro. Because players still want to join Man United, bro. Whether we are 15th, bro. Whether we are whatever, bro, players still want to join Man United, bro. Like, don't get it twisted, man. You know what I mean? Yeah, man can banter us. We finished 15th and that, but bro, and this summer as well, nobody can say they've come for wages as well because none of them have come for wages. And Boom has to come for wages. Cody has to come in for wages. You know what I mean? And you probably argue that
you're getting paid randomly, so don't make it out of not getting paid. They're getting
paid. But that's good though. Bonuses are good.
Properly.
Yeah, but the thing is, though, if you're getting bonuses, I don't mind that because that means you're doing your job. So by all means, get the bonuses. You know what was there? So end of the day, listen, I'm not in favor of Sesco, but you know what? It's got to that point now where United are looking at the future. They're looking at a player that is going to be maybe in 2 years' time as well, going to be worth an amount of money that they believe is going to be above. See, if he goes to Newcastle now, United are probably going to say, right, we want that striker in 2 years' time. So they're saying to themselves, you know what? Let's go for him now. And then maybe they go and get another striker that's maybe in their late 20s or whatever, and they go for it down that way. Because we still need 2 strikers, whether you like it or not, man.
100%.
We still need 2 strikers.
Maybe,
I agree.
Oh, sorry, go on.
I agree. We need 2 strikers, but I'm just not ready for this. I've been there before. I got the T-shirt, man. I got the T-shirt. I got the.
Man's scarred, you know.
I watched this shit, and I don't trust this manager. That's another question. Do I trust another young striker with his manager? No, I don't. Because he's not even teaching my guy to stay on his effing feet.
Yeah.
I don't. If he said to me now, for the money we would spend on him, can we get 2 midfielders? I don't get the 2 midfielders. Trust me. And then you know what? I'll put Cunha on front and take Ahmad back up. I'm telling you, that's what I would do. That's what I use. If you gave me that dilemma now, I'm taking 2 midfield players, one that can, and both of them, one of them that can be a player as a number 8, the other one that can control the game. And I'll put, if you said, for example, if you said to me, go and get Baleba, that amount of money we're going to pay Sesco, Baleba, 100 million% now, go and get Baleba. I'm telling you now.
I agree in that aspect. But then what if Hoyland stays?
Saeed, this kid, I know what's going to happen. We've seen this before. We've watched it. He's not even Saeed. And the bigger thing, so why did we not go for Ekatike? He's a United fan. If we were going to try to spend money, why didn't we go spend that money on him? Ekatike levels above Sesco. Levels in terms of technical ability.
Yeah, I get what you mean in that aspect. But then again, the deal would have been more complicated. The reason why this deal is not complicated, Nuruddin, is because Vivell knows the player.
No, Vivell knows that those days are done, mate. That RB Leipzig thing is done, man.
No, but it's not done. It's not done,
though. It's done, man. They're not producing any great players. You tell me what they're producing.
No, but what I'm saying to you is, though, they've looked at him.
What's the producing as a whole, Saeed? Whether it's Salzburg, whether it's RB Leipzig.
Didn't get that. Lukaba's a good player. There's a couple in there, man. There's a couple, you know what I mean? There's a couple of players in there that are still valuable in there.
The most talented player that IP Leipzig have developed slightly is Maxi.
And then you got Xavi Simons. I know he's not been developed at them, but he's been there for what, 2 years now?
Yeah, Xavi. He's the only guy.
Players.
Here's the thing, Saeed, what do you class as, if Sesco comes in, what's a successful season maybe this year, this and next season? What is it? Is it
I'm not
10 goals? Is it the overall play? Like, what are we thinking?
Yeah. Overall play for me. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm not really.
I think Sesco can get 12 to 15 in the Prem. Yeah. If he doesn't get 12 to 15 in the Prem, I'm not taking this 10 goals bollocks. I'll be honest. Okay. If you're Man United number 9, if you're Man United number 9, regardless of how bad we are, you're gonna get chances. I need 12 to 15 goals from the youth. I need it, bro, because you're not a link man. So I can't ignore you not scoring, bro, because you're not a facilitator. So I need goals. I need 12 to 15. If he got me 15 goals, I say it's a brilliant season for him for his first season. 15 Prem goals. That's what I'm not talking about all competition.
Does he not have the ability to be facilitator as well, or is that just not? Because what I've seen from
it's not that he doesn't have the ability. That's not his main thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about flick on headers, like dropping deep, bringing people in. Proper I need 12 to 15 goals from you in the Premier League, bro. Like that's what I need from you. You know what I mean? And I think that's reasonable.
I cannot be convinced that he's better than Muniz. I cannot be convinced.
No, you need to get Muniz out of your head, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah,
you're waffling. I'm being serious here, bro, man. Listen to me.
He's a good striker, mate.
He's a good striker. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me wrong.
No, there are some good Premier League strikers, but we don't know if they're good at Man United.
That's it. You know what I mean? We don't know if they're good at United, bro. There's so many players that we can look at, bro. But I'm sorry, man. He's not really had a good year, if I'm being honest with you, Muniz. And also, that Jimenez guy's been a starting striker for Fulham, if I'm being too honest with you. But my point is, I don't think for me it's a case of, yes, it is 15 goals. I hear you, Rants, the goals. But I generally think for me, though, the feeling of just being a good player and you're seeing the qualities of him, and you can see that his function is my United team. He's understanding what we're trying to do. He's linking up with the players. I think that's for me more important.
You're right. Yeah. When you're talking about the chemistry and stuff and what he offers the team outside of goals is important. But what I'm saying is his profile isn't that. If he can add something to his game or show us a part of his game that we haven't seen, then I'm here for it because I like my footballers to be able to play football. You know what I'm saying? I'm one of these guys. I don't, unless you're putting up early numbers, I don't want to hear about you don't have a bag. There's nothing else. No, bruv. Like when man say, "Oh, he's good in the box," like, bro, how big is the box compared to the size of the pitch? You know what I'm saying? Like, bruv, it's an 18-yard box. The pitch ain't 18 yards. Yeah. So if you're just good in the 18-yard box, you need to be scoring like more than 1 and 2. You need to be scoring more than 1 and 2 for me to even process the thought that you can't do nothing outside of the 18-yard box. So, and if you're giving me 15 goals or 12 goals in the league, you need to be giving me all-round play. If you're not giving me all-round play and you're giving me 12, 15, get the fuck out of here. Like, what is this?
Well, the thing is, he needs to be bagging that 12 goals when you think about it, and probably more, because Zertsky is the facilitator. So if you're going to offer something different when you come on, you need to be at least sticking it in the net, especially the players who are going to be building up there, innit? If you're not doing that, and we paid 59, 60 mil, do you know what I mean? I would have rather... Saeed said 59, innit?
59, yeah, 70 million euros, which is 59 million pounds.
We're paying 59 million for Sesco, considering the other type of clubs that were in for him and the noise around him. I think that is a fair,
fair price.
It is a fair price.
Fair price.
Everyone will still be calling him crap, but it would have been a little bit more palatable. My thing is this: even if you get Sesco or you get Watkins or get Mateta, you're still forgetting the donkey in goal. Like at the end of the day, no, because I'm not going to skip past it. At the end of the day, it's like if you've got like a semi-damaged car and then you fix everything else, the tires, whatever, but you haven't addressed the actual issue. Yeah, it looks nice. Yeah, it runs and drives for a bit, but it's only enough time until it breaks down again. We have to address the issue. I said this because
we are linked with Donnarumma. That's a good sign. Hopefully, United can go and get Donnarumma.
Gonna come if we give him this. I don't know. It depends. We don't know yet. But like I said, if Donnarumma's available, I'd go and get him, bro.
I'm just happy that we're still being linked with a goalkeeper.
Yeah. I agree, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. Donnarumma is there. Go and get him, bro. You know what I'm saying to you? Le Mans, I don't know what's going on with that one. It seems to me that it's not really kicked on, and we've been linked with him for weeks and weeks. But yeah, I think for me that would be the keeper I'd bring in. If you could go and get Donnarumma, you go and get Sesco, you go and get Mbeumo, you go and get Douglas Luiz, you go and get Konya, and then you go and get, you know what I mean? I think that's a decent window. That is a decent window. The thing is
with this deal as well, yeah. Sorry, Tony. You know the thing with this deal, it depends how long they drag it out for. If they drag it out like Mbeumo, you're taking way too much time away from the keeper and the midfielder thing. So it needs to be done, like thingy in it. But I don't know, like
because if you look at their first window, this was kind of like similar pattern where they dragged it out for a little bit, and all of a sudden,
and then what? Boom.
It just kind of like started domino effect. So
domino effect, yeah. They had to deal with it in that way. I think they had to tackle the issues first with the right 10 and left 10, because both of them were leaving. Garnacho and Rashford were told you're not there, broski, and they seen Ahmad as a right wing back. So really and truly, they had to attack them two areas quickly, because them two were high on everyone's list. Them man will tell you, but Newcastle wanted him. Arsenal wanted them, you know what I mean? Some of the players as well. Like everyone was flirting with these players, bro. So they said, you know what? Let's get the hot properties off the market ASAP. The Sescos, we can leave them on the side because we know no one's going to pay that money. Whereas with these brothers, 60 million, you're getting fair value, because we've seen Elanga go for 50 and 55 million. We've seen players go for, Madueke go for 52 million. They're like, yo, we need to get these two players in through the door. So I was like, you know what? As much as I'm pissed off we're waiting, I'm still happy we're getting them. And I'm still going to be, you know what? We need to get them through the door. And because there's people saying,
the Sesco thing was a money thing. We know that Arsenal wanted him. It was a money thing.
It's a money thing, bro.
Sesco, we should have just got him as soon as the window opened. Just drop bow. Here's a 16 cents.
Nah, but he wasn't worth 60 million at the start of summer, though.
No, at the start of the window, they wanted 90 million.
90 million, bro.
I'm aware of that, but I'm saying did anybody actually put an offer and just drop 60?
No, Estrella. No. With the striker thing, it was always going to be wait in the market longer, because people are going to get more desperate as the time goes on. The striker deal was always going to be the one that we kind of said, we'll come back to you on that one. I'll come back to you in a few weeks. That's how we've got the price down now, innit? Because there's no point going in when Arsenal were there and then they you know, United bidding war, we overpay. There's no point. Do you know what I'm saying? So that was always going to be enough.
Because I looked at we was linked with Gyökeres, and obviously they were talking to Sesco for Arsenal talking to Sesco for a majority of the time. Then after like them just being or taking too long with the deal, they now pivoted back to Gyökeres. My thing is, we never ever went in on Gyökeres when that's who the manager wanted. Apparently, we never actually dropped 60 M's. My thing is the deal with Cunha, that was already like a prerequisite because it was a he had something in his contract to say that that's how much you're going. Yeah, sorry, he had a sellout clause or whatever, or buyout clause, whatever. Now, all the other players that we've now brought in, Brian and Vivell, is the only negotiating that we've done, and we gave them basically what they wanted. The only thing that we negotiated in terms of how we structured the deal, we gave them the money.
Yeah, but I think for me, that the main aspect of was it that Sesco was gonna be valued at 90 million, bro. And I feel like for me, no club right now are not. I think clubs now are realizing. The ones that make a transfer say, you know what, we're waiting, you know, like,
of course,
this situation, they're waiting now. They're thinking, you know what, man, we'd rather wait, you know, than put out what we've got. And then later on, what you see now, you notice now, clubs are now looking at other teams of what they spent, and they're saying, right, we're judging you, you know, that market there has shown us that's worth that player there. So they're thinking, you know what, let's delay it, and then by the time the window's about to finish, we can get it for this price.
If people do that, it's all well and good getting a fair price and stuff, but when you're doing that and you're trying to build, you haven't really got a steady foundation. We'll come back and bite you in the ass because look,
it could be, yeah. So
I disagree though, because go first, go on.
Brian and Bumu, and he couldn't even play a pre-season game because he hasn't been caught up to speed with the fitness and stuff. You're doing it with Sesco. If we drag it out a little bit longer, you don't get a full pre-season. You come in a little bit cold, and he starts off a bit shit, and then we know what the rest of what's going to happen. I'm not saying
it's a gamble either way.
It's a gamble either way.
It's a gamble either way because you could play the waiting game, and then the reverse happens. They can say, "Cool, now you're desperate. It's more."
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So sometimes if you wait, you end up paying a premium. Do you know what I mean? So the football market, you're always gambling because a club can say, "All right, cool. Now I've got less time to replace the player, so now you need to pay more." So sometimes players are cheaper at the start of the window. It just very much depends on
this
the
one.
reason why Sesco's cheaper is because them man thought he was going Arsenal, and then Arsenal said, "Nah, you're taking a piss." Pivoted, went and got Gyökeres. Now all of a sudden,
now they're like,
they're in their head. They're like, "We're gonna sell him, but we can't get what we was gonna get now. So now we need to humble ourselves." But normally, the longer you wait, the more you pay.
Yes, that's essentially
Normally,
with this one, it's about the timing now. If you leave it later in the window, we become desperate. So it's the timing of Arsenal have signed it and they've gone, shit, we ain't got that deal no more. Do you know what I mean? And now it's Newcastle, and it's more feasible for us in negotiation because we're going against Newcastle now, whereas we're trying to fight for Gyökeres with Arsenal. Come on, he's going to go Champions League football.
Yeah, exactly.
He's going to go Champions League football,
And to be fair, we never fought for Gyökeres.
Yeah, you know what I mean, Nuruddin. But you know,
the manager wanted Gyökeres and Wilcox, and them man didn't really want him.
Okay,
they didn't want him.
So
that's for real.
The manager.
It was more so Amarin was like, "Yo, try and get me Gyökeres, bro."
Yeah,
I mean, but he couldn't get. He couldn't even get. He couldn't even get Quenda, bro. Quenda was on United's radar, and then couldn't get him as well.
Really and truly, if we don't get Sesco, then surely we can turn around and be like, "Okay, cool, we'll just go get Watkins then or Mateta." So we're kind of in a strong position at the moment.
But then if we get Watkins, I feel like we're going to get ripped off. We'll get ripped off from and for Mateta. What's the incentive for him to come?
Well, the thing is, if they're smart, what they'll do is they'll go, cool, no worries, man, we'll leave it. We'll go get our midfielders, and if we don't get a striker, then we'll just deal with Zertsky, and these men will interchange for a season. But that's what they should do.
I think we're getting one more attacker regardless. And even with the midfield, I think they're going to leave it late and try and get a Douglas Luiz on loan or something because, you know what I mean? I think the midfielder is going to be late. I think they'll wait. The season might even start and we haven't got one.
Yeah, because he's deciding we don't really want Douglas Luiz. Not that attractive. So you can just say, I'll give you last minute. Yeah, I hear it.
Yeah, the midfielder.
Leon.
Wait, you know why? I can wait for midfielder.
Leon, somebody in the chat saying you look like Cunha.
Everyone says it all the time, man. Better than Bruno, man. Bruno thing's nasty work, man. I don't know what the hell that's about.
No, you don't look like Bruno. No, you don't look like Bruno, bro.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, that's slander. If somebody says you look like Bruno, that's slander.
Nah. Cunha is perfect for you now, bro. Cunha is perfect for you. But what I will say though is that midfielders is quite easy just to move because it's one of them where you kind of know if you're not the starting midfielder to start the season. If I know I'm not starting midfielder to start the season, I'm not gonna really be featuring in the team, bro. So what it is with midfielders, they're gonna be quick. Say, you know what, I can move now. and go move to another club. So midfielders, they can wait until the end, bro. They can wait till the end. They really can. Whereas with strikers, it's quite,
what happened with that with the Ndidi links or that kind of profile player where we could have picked up one for a couple of years?
Yeah. I don't think Ndidi's a scrub, man.
That'll still be a late one. That'll still be a late one.
Oh, you think just last minute, here's 5 mil, boom, whatever, we'll get that done, blah, blah. Okay. Huh?
So I don't think Ndidi's a scrub, but I would have won him at United, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm not saying if it came to it, I don't think it'll be a scrub, but it's not my priority.
Doug, when I came on stream, that is all I was saying, I said that, bro. Man, they were happy to accept Johnny Evans, who got relegated with Leicester. Man came to do up jolly, cheerful train with us. All of a sudden, we signed him. And no one pinned, no one said a word. All of a sudden, we got linked with Ndidi. Everybody wants to throw their toys at the pram, going, he's needy, da-da-da-da. I was thinking, bro.
It's underwhelming. It's underwhelming for me, though.
Yeah, but it's a squad player.
Squad player, yeah. You know what I mean? You'd rather go get that Nemetra guy than if you're going to get Ndidi. At least he's got the profiles of being a box-to-box and a player that's got at least athleticism.
Yeah, what price are you? Because this Ndidi deal I've heard was like 5 mil. That's the Sanchez money you got paid for. That's nothing, man. Do you know what I mean? For 2 years, that's nothing.
Finished, bro. Them man are done out here, bro. They got financial issues, Leicester. So that's why they need the money. But really and truly, Douglas Luiz wants the Premier League, Mandem. He wants the Premier League. Like, it's so easy to do, bro. But that's why they're waiting.
Is this the midfield though? Like, does this Douglas Luiz Bruno thing work? Is it a bit weak? Like, what's the situation with this thing,
bro? Aston Villa, he could play. He played with Onana, and he could play with.
Did he play with John McGinn?
I think Douglas Luiz and Ugarte, works.
I think it works.
Yeah.
But Rance, this is the thing. The manager, he's going to play Bruno, man.
No, but I'm saying in some games, in the bigger games, I believe he'll play Bruno in the 10, so we got an extra midfielder. He won't pay him in the double pivot in the big games. I think in the big games, he'll be a 10 and he'll sacrifice one of the attacking players. Maybe he'll play Cunha in the false 9, play Mbumo, and he'll play Bruno in the 10, bro. He's a defensive-minded manager. So you have to think, in certain games, he's going to go for the extra midfielder. He's going to. He will.
I just think in the big games, Casemiro cannot play. Like, he can't. Like, from what I've seen already in preseason, everyone's talking about he's trimmed down, he looks more lean. Leaner don't make you more physical. Like, you don't bring you back.
But would Cass and Douglas Luiz be that bad? Would it be that bad? Because Cass has been one of our more reliable players,
No, in the Premier, in Europa League, yes. Not like when you the game.
Well, I think it depends who we play, though, innit? But I hear you.
Yeah. It depends who's playing next to. Casemiro,
depends who we're playing as well.
Who you're partnering up with. It all depends on who you partner. If you're putting Bruno, who goes AWOL.
Yeah, that's craziness.
The maddest thing is, Casemiro on the ball is our most reliable player when it comes to distribution, by far.
Right.
But in the
when it comes to decision making and all of that, Cass can play, innit? He needs a bit more time than other players because he's not press resistant. But if you give Cass time to pick a pass, he'll pick it.
He showed it last season he can, but my thing is with this, whoever plays next to him, they're gonna have to have lungs like James Milner and legs, and you're not gonna do that for like all the time. So that's what I'm saying. In bigger games, it would make sense of someone like Ugarte and Douglas Luiz because Luiz is interchangeable. He can play the forward game and can also come back as well and help.
Yeah, he can do what Cass does, but just younger.
But my thing is, I think my only issue is now my concern is I don't want to buy him. I want to loan him. Just of all the injuries that he's happened in Juve, I don't want to have to be buying another dud where we're like,
They should take that. But the thing is, though, you know what? The relationship has broken down with them, man. Apparently, he's missed training. He's whatever. Like, apparently, it's not the same.
Broke down, but I'm saying before the relationship broke down, he's had a bag of injuries.
Yeah. But what I'm trying to say to you is I think they'll be leaning towards the fee isn't that much, bro. They want 20-25 million, bro. They don't want that much money, bro. Like, it's not a case of you're breaking the bank for a player of that quality, bro.
What happened with the Sancho deal? Is that gone quiet now? Are they not interested?
I'm just seeing Sky Sports quoting 70 million for Sesco. Leave it.
This is what I'm saying, bro. Bun Sky Sports, bro. They do this all the time to Man United, bro. They do. Don't listen to Sky Sports, bro. Please. They do this every single year. When it's Man United players, it's 70 million. When it's other teams, it's a different price. They always do this, bro. They add dollars. You know what I mean, bro? I'm telling you, Nuruddin, bro. They are doing this on purpose because they know you're gonna click on that and you're gonna be like, yo, this is 70 million. It's 70 million euros. I don't know if he says 70 million euros, but it's 70 million euros, bro. So it's not 70 million, bro. It's 59 million, and that's what the price is, bro. But Sky Sports always take the piss, bro. You know what I mean? They do this all the time, bro. They overinflate the price. You know them ones there, bro. So,
do you know what it is? If he comes good, I don't care about the price. Like I'm not even penny pinch. I don't care if you come good. Yeah, I don't even care about the price. That's what I said. I don't even care how much people are earning. As long as you come to United and do the job, do the business. That's the main thing for me.
Yeah. No, but real talk though. Let's be honest though. And Mbumo, Sesco, and Cunha, it's not a bad front three. I know we. No, real talk. I know. Listen. Hear me out here. I don't want Sesco. You know me, yeah. But it's not. When you put it together, it's not a bad three though. And that's what I'm trying to say. If it was Garnacho, Sesco, and someone else, I'd be saying it's a. But for me though, it's not. Like it's got more. It should. There's for me. There's more hope that it does well than it does badly. I'm sorry, man. It's an upgrade as well on what we had before last season. The turn of goals should be higher. The turn of chances should be higher. Like our overall play should be better. You get what I'm trying to say to you? So, like Mandem, I know it sounds mad, yeah, and I know it's not our big signing and that, yeah, but bro, I'm
not asking about it. I want to fix the midfield, the defense, and the goalkeeper.
It's only free, man.
I'd rather bro, Saeed.
You know, but almost you're begging like Mbumo and Cunha to bail out who the striker is. No, we need a facilitator to facilitate. They're going to be our two best players to facilitate them.
But Cunha is a facilitator as well. To be fair to him,
I want to tell you, Munian's got better hold up play than Sesco.
Bro, listen, allow Muniz, man.
Facts. Bro, look up yourself. Let
it go, bro. Let it go, man. It's not happening. Let's deal with what we do have. What we do have is Musa. You know what? Yeah. Now we've got. Have you hearing this? Yeah, Mr. Unqualified Musa. Yeah. Yo, this is your guy. I don't want to be hearing you next season say, "Yo, man."
How's Sesco my guy? How's he my guy?
You mean calling Sesco? Yo, Mr. Sesco,
I'm just defending the levels, but he's not my guy.
Bro,
my guy was flipping. My guy was
Musa. Where's the comps, man? Pull the comps up now, man. Let's go. Show us the comps you've been watching, man.
Musa's guy was Osserman still.
Osserman. That's what I was about to say. Tintin Osserman trick.
I hear it.
All I'm saying is, you know why I'm backing Sesco? The reason I'm backing Sesco is because he's one of the most sought after young talents in world football. Are we making that up?
Yeah, that's fair.
When Arsenal fans are going crazy,
for dead footballers, sought after dead footballers.
No, but when Arsenal have been trying to chase this guy for the last 18 months to 2 years. And when I look at Arsenal's scouting system, they tend to get it right. They didn't reject him. Do you know what happened to Arsenal? Pressure got to Arsenal because they know Arteta knows he doesn't have another 18 months in him. So the pressure got to him with, do I go and get a gunman who's going to score the goals straight away, or do I go and get a talent that I actually believe is better than flipping Gyökeres in terms of ability and overall as a footballer, but he might take 18 months to get things popping. And I think that Arteta and the fan base kind of folded at the last minute. But if you look at how Arsenal fans have spoken about Sesco, they spoke about him like he was the best thing since sliced bread. Like, we've seen it. They were overrating Sesco. No, but Noureddin, we can't.
In the Champions League this season.
Yeah, but I'm not going to deny also that they've got a good scouting system, and they've looked at Sesco for over a period of time.
Arsenal improve players. Arsenal improve coach players. Have a developmental plan for players. Well, we finished 15th. I just want to remind you all, we finished 15th, right? And for us to get any respectability back, we've been disrespected. We've been given a backhand. And to get any sort of respect back, we need a gunman right now. No a gunman, but somebody who can.
No, we don't. That's the trick. We don't. Because
I agree.
Where is this gunman taking you to?
Where is he taking you? I'm not going to listen. I retract that. We need somebody who can facilitate. Let me finish. We need somebody who can facilitate on his day when he doesn't even score that actually contributes to the way the team is.
But you're trying to tell me, Sesco.
Yeah,
listen,
but Josh does that.
This is who? Josh.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Sesco does that. I agree. I agree that to the full. My thing is
We don't need another Xerxes.
Yeah, but the manager don't fancy Xerxes and he's injured again.
No, the manager sees Xerxes more as a 10 than a 9. He said it anyway. So that's fine, innit? However, like the manager wanted Watkins. Watkins for me is a similar profile to Gyökeres, who we also wanted.
But,
you know what I mean? So if we end up with a Sesco, and we've got Sesco's a certain profile, Josh is a different profile, Cunha's a different profile, and Bumo's a different profile. They're all completely different. So no matter which four you put, 3 of the 4 you put together, it still works. I'm not that mad at it. I preferred Watkins to Sesco though.
I get what everyone's saying about the Watkins things is just that for me, when Watkins was 26, 27, the United fan base wasn't screaming for him to come to United.
Facts.
And that's the problem for me. Because when he was at that age, we wasn't looking at him like he's the guy to be. So now he's going on to 30. I think it's just the wrong time. If we was getting Watkins in now and he was like 27, 28, I would say, you know what, go and get it done because we might be able to get again maybe in 2 years, I don't know, 3 years.
It's not even the age, it's the price, Musa. Because for me, him being 29 is perfect, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? The problem is, but the problem is these men are gonna want 60 odd mil for him. They are.
That's the problem. That's the problem, and that's why I think that's where we find ourselves in a situation. But again, you know what it is, Mandem, yeah, we haven't had a bad number 9 for a long time. It's only this Hoyland thing that's making us, man, think that we've had bad number 9s. Because I'm telling you, we will look at the number 9. We will look at our number 9s that we spent.
Let him land.
But to be fair, even though, let's be honest. As much as I wasn't a fan, Lukaku bagged. You know them ones. Cavani bagged. CR7 bagged. I wasn't a fan either. You know what I'm saying? Even Zlatan, old man Zlatan bagged.
Right.
They all got numbers.
Right, Cavani. Wait.
You know what they had in common? They were all over 30.
It's crazy.
Wait, Rant, availability is the best availability. When you're saying Cavani, he was barely available. Martial, he was striker, but barely available. My thing, like I said this already, we don't necessarily need the bags, man. If what I can see you are trying to do, you've got seniority in defense, seniority in midfield. You've now brought in Cunha and Mbumo. So you want to call them senior players. If you're bringing in young players, this is how you inbred them into the team. Not when you're going to go natural and you tell him, if you don't bag today, you're washed. All pressure's on you. If Sesco comes in now, you have Mbumo, you have Bruno, you have Cunha. The goal.
There's a lot less pressure on him.
A lot less.
So I'm saying we've never seen that before at United, but we haven't seen it for in a very long time. So getting a young player now doesn't really give me like too much scarcity. I'm more inclined to want to see what happens.
Okay, let me play devil's advocate. Let me play devil's advocate. Yeah. So let's just say that like we spend the 59 mil, and then like next season.
Big up Texino, by the way. Big up
Texino.
Big up the Mandem, man. Big up the Mandem.
And big up Sesco's bodyguard. Apparently, they say Musa Sesco's bodyguard. Crazy. That's I've seen that. Is this? I could be wrong. Is this going to hold up future signing if it flops? Are we going to be tied down with another player? Are we going to struggle to get rid of Hoyland, or are we just going to cut the loss? Like, is this? That's the devil's advocate I'm thinking in my head. Like, do we spend 59 million?
I don't think we struggle to get rid of Sesco at the age that he's at, and I don't think this new Man United structure in terms of what they want to do.
About Rasmus.
No, do you know why? Do you know why I say that? Do you know why I say this, man? The biggest problem we've had.
Nuruddin's scarred, Nuruddin's proper scarred, isn't it?
Yeah, but the biggest player we've had with our players is the wage. It's never been the price tag we've paid for them.
That's true.
Yeah, that's why we can't move them on. You're right.
That's it. That's the only reason we can't move them on, because no one's fancying to take on those wages. If we get Sesco in at the right wage, we'll always be able to move him on. I'm not afraid of that.
I agree.
And also, he's Slovenian as well, he's one of the faces of his country. Like Rasmus, they don't rate him in his country. He's not that guy, bro. He's not Christian Eriksen. He's not. Let's not pretend. He's not what Eriksen was for them, man. Like, bro, they don't rate him. Do you know what I mean? So, his stock is not the same. Outside of Man United, man are not taking this guy. They're not taking him serious. When you start Sesco's rated in his country, bro. If it doesn't work,
you know what, Rance, you know what it is.
Man can move him on.
When he scored that goal and cried, I think the ratings was gone forever.
Brother, I told you, bro. Any man that cries when he scores, bro, like it's like, brother, what, you're not used to this. Like, what you mean? You're not used to this. There shouldn't be no emotion, bro. You should be cold. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? I've seen Cantona chip goalkeepers and just stand there, bro. Like, I can't be seeing man cry when they score. It's mad.
Yeah, that's
I'm with
crying
you.
on your wedding night. That's crying on your wedding night. Your missus gonna look at you different.
I'm not. Listen, human beings cry, man. Crying is a human.
You can't be crying on your wedding.
Nah, I hear it, bro. But he was moving like he had someone on a t-shirt underneath, bro. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? The guy was moving like he had someone on a tee.
Leave people alone.
On
I'm
90
not
grand
about
a week.
them putting the ball at the back of the fucking net and staying on their feet.
You can't cry though, bro.
He stays on his feet.
Bro,
The way man was crying, man was expecting the Kaka celebration and that, man. I thought someone died in that. Man lost someone in that. Like, bro, you can't be crying like that, bro. It's a goal.
Yeah, it's true.
It's crazy.
But, wait, ability-wise, I know I'm late, man. But ability-wise, are we rating Sesco? Are we not rating him? What are we saying ability-wise?
I'm giving him a 6.5 out of 10 in terms of like baller. Do you get me? I'm not there, bro. I can't lie.
No, in terms of baller, bro, it's like a giraffe that's doing ballet in boots, bro. You get what I'm saying? It's like a lamppost that learned samba, bro. It's silky. It's silky for me. For someone too unorthodox, it's silky, but it's the goals that we need. It's the goals that we need. We don't need a player like that because I feel like he's more like a Xerxes type of mode player, like holding up the ball, playing outside the box, etc. What? Nah, man. Not the thing, man. Rate him. Now rate him, bro. Rate him because he's got feet, bro. He's got good feet. Now rate Sesco, bro. Rate Sesco.
No, he's got feet for someone of his stature. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For sure, but he's not Zlatan. You know them ones. This is my problem.
Out of the two, though, I will agree with the Mandem in terms of we need someone like Ollie Watkins, a bit more like direct. I'm not a massive fan of Ollie Watkins, but out of the two options, I'll be very honest. I'll rather take him. He's more like a frat train. He don't run past you. He bulldozes you, blood.
Yeah,
it's pretty similar to Gyökeres. See how Gyökeres' playing style is more get in behind, run through the channels, play off the shoulder to shoulder pad. That's what we need, innit? So I mean, he's opposite to Xerxes. You don't need to bring in a striker like a Sesco, but I like Sesco, man. I like him, especially for like the build of player. Bit opposite to you, Mandem, bro. I do like the player, but I prefer Ollie Watkins still.
Do you know what? I think a lot of this is going to come down to how the manager, and this is where the trust issue is now, that like is how the manager plays them both, what games he picks them, and when he brings them in and out. Because, do you know what I mean? If he does what he did with Højlund, where he just plays that same player all season, we're going to struggle again. Like we're going to.
Yeah, but it's clear that he wants that because Højlund runs in behind. Obviously, if he wanted Gyökeres, Gyökeres runs in behind.
Watkins does as well.
Exactly. So
see the problem with that though, Tekers, though.
Will suit
I hear it.
Well, that's what he wants, isn't it? That's the idea, isn't it?
You know what? The problem with that for me is when we need to break teams down, I believe Joshua Zertsky and Brumo and Cunha should be there at certain times, innit? Do you know what I mean? So I just
but we all know that. But is he gonna do it? We all know that. But is he gonna do it?
Annoying, innit?
We all know that, bro. And the funny thing, Nuruddin said this a while ago.
Listen, Ray Sesco, man, he dropped him before the after the
but
international break. We were doing well.
Look, you said this a while ago, and you said you didn't really rate Ruud van Nistelrooy. You didn't really like him, but you preferred when Zaha came in and look at the change of the dynamics.
Zaha was a better player, for sure.
Exactly.
Better footballer, yes.
He can link up and he can go off the wavelength of the players that are around him. More like Van Nistelrooy, you have to accommodate to those type of players. Cristiano, when he was a box striker, you have to accommodate to those type of players. So your whole squad changes, innit? And if you lose certain personnel in the squad, it's going to be really hard to accommodate those types of footballers, innit? Joshua Zertsky is a key link. If you give him a full run out, Mandem, remember, he hasn't really had a full run out in the 9 next to 2 players who can do something, next to 2 players who do have that output in terms of goals and assists. So we wouldn't really be focusing on Xerxes as the focal point to go and get those goals. It would be the players around him. But what we will be focusing on is, can he create? Can he?
Where's the Liverpool game? Where's the Liverpool game that we all watched when he had Klopp looking around like he was lost?
This is a game where I watched when I was like, yo, I'm not really feeling this. This is the whole game, by the way.
I saw him terrorize Liverpool. But last season that Klopp was there. and everybody was watching him in Champions League, hitting that 15 goal a season mark. I don't see him struggling, especially when Højlund nearly got there, and you're telling me Delat scoring 12 goals. Brother, don't come out. Nah, brother, man wanted Delat. I don't see it.
You know what?
And I just feel like when this manager's gone and you're playing...
He looks like he's got a little turn of pace.
That's saying that he keeps on drawing for the same comp.
Bro, I'm
that comp was
where's the
dark,
comp
bro.
against Liverpool?
Hold on a minute. You're showing highlights of his goals here. I'm showing you all action.
But where is him against Aston Villa? Why didn't you watch him when he played against Prem teams? When he played against Villa, played against Liverpool.
You know what it is here? Mandem, yeah? I'm by the way, yeah, I've never once said, yeah, like really, really, truly, he's a scrub and he's a similar player to Højlund. Never once said that. I think that's where people they're going overboard with it, yeah. He's not like Højlund. He's got tangible qualities, he's got assets to his game that United can thrive on. He has. Let's not do this again. He's got the touch there, like you see. He can drive with the ball. You know what I mean? He can use his body to protect the ball as well. Something that Højlund didn't do. So them kind of assets here, he just needs to play the ball into Mbeumo and Cunha. The problem is with us, yeah, when Højlund is up front, and I'm not giving Højlund any excuses, by the way, here, but when he's giving the ball to a Garnacho, someone that's going to lose the ball straight away. At least now, if Sesco's got the ball, he's giving it to a Cunha and Mbeumo that are more likely to get that ball and play the right pass or make the right move.
But Sesco, but when you watch Sesco, he also has the ability to come deep and also go into the flanks and get the ball. Yeah, he wins the ball a lot on the flanks, and he gets out of tight positions with his footwork, and he's with the tens. So for me, I'm not saying he's going to come and score 25, 30 goals, but the kid's going to score 15 goals, man. And Noureddin, you said you want to share the goals between the front three. So if he comes in and scores if he's first season, scores like 12 goals and a few assists, what else do we want? Yeah, he's calm. And I think he'll do that because Højlund should have been doing it. And I think Højlund did it in his first season. I think Højlund scored like 11 goals in his first season. But the thing about Højlund is that you don't feel like he can repeat it again. You just feel like it's not sustainable. Whereas this kid has a style of play. He has go-to moves. Like when you watch him, he has his go-to moves that he can pull off at any given time. And like I said, he's got quick enough feet for a tall player. I'm not worried about him, especially if you get him for the right price. And again, all the scouts around the world can't be not seeing something that us as United fans are just trying to go on like, he's not that guy. Yeah. And don't forget, go on.
We all agreed Manchester United is not a place to develop.
I'm telling you,
in my humble opinion, when I watched him in the Champions League, the player that I watched 2 and a bit years ago, as Saeed, I was going on about him, and I was saying that, this kid at this age, he's doing things that I don't see. Yeah, you know what I mean? Kids his age. I genuinely, in my heart, I'm not being negative. People are just thinking I'm being negative. I'm not. I just got an opinion like everybody else. But my opinion is that I'm not here for another project, another guy with another project. I'm not here for that. So I'm telling you now, if he said to me, you're going to spend that money on a midfielder, I'll say yes. Go and get a midfielder instead of this guy. And you know what? At sometimes, when you don't get your first choice, your second choice, or your third choice, you just wait. Wait, man. Why are we going? Wait.
You up there?
The only reason, Noureddin, no, wait, the only reason.
You're not spending money. I'm going to go in a minute. Let me just finish this with. Right, I got to go to a meeting. The biggest thing is this, Musa. I'm just not here for another project with another guy.
But they didn't think he was gettable. They didn't think he was gettable.
Let me finish. Before you guys came on, I asked everybody on here, what was the last striker that played in Germany that come and did bits in England? And don't tell me Højlund is a freak of nature. What the last guy was Aubameyang. That league is too transitional. Players, attacking players don't fare well here. They don't. Son and Aubameyang are the last 2 forwards that actually translated what they were doing.
But what do you want from him, Noureddin? What do you want from him to say that he's done well? What do you want from him?
Musa, I'm telling you now, having listened to and heard different points of views, I come to terms with Watkins, and I don't rate Watkins like that. I don't. Now forget Watkins though. What do you think? What do you want from Sesco? If Sesco comes in and does A and B? Let me finish. You ask me the question. Let me answer. What I want is I want a player who, when they even not scoring, facilitating other players, having 7 out of 10 in terms of matches. Like, we look at him and think, you know what? He didn't score today, but did he play well? Did he hold the ball? Did he occupy defenders? Did he bring people into play? We need a facilitator. So in this system, the way everyone wants to play, you need a facilitator to bring the two of the best in Burmo and Cunha at the best out of them. That's
but Nuruddin, can I just say something?
I don't need another experiment, which we've already been burnt out.
I hear what you're saying. Nuruddin, hear me.
You're not getting that from what?
Nuruddin, hear me, Nuruddin. Yeah, no, I get it. I don't trust that.
The best forward we have should be Xerxes. Everybody and their nan can see it.
Yeah.
Why could the whole world
mismanaging
see it?
him,
I just rate him, and we saw it, what he did with him last season. With the only time when I went to the stadium when I was like, actually, Xerxes is holding up the ball, and he's actually bringing people into play. He's actually turning. He's actually hustling the midfielders, winning the ball back. And then after the international break, he drops him. And then we're back to Rasmus.
The thing is,
I think people are going to be surprised.
You know what it is? The thing is, just quickly,
it's
going to be down to really, like, if Amorim continues the way that he does, he gets sacked. So it's going to be down to the players that the new regime have bought. I think we've got to start looking at these players and thinking, can this player be developed? I get what you're saying. Previously, they've not been developed, mismanaged, blah, blah, blah. But we've got a young crop and also a quality crop of players coming through now that we're purchasing that if we get a better manager, even like half the coach of what we're used to, then I think you've got to ask yourself, is £59 million on Sesco with a better coach, could that work over the next 2-3 years and him develop a little bit more?
I think we're disrespecting Sesco.
I think he's got development there, but he's not my favorite choice. That's what
I think we're disrespecting
the kid that I
because he's because he can hold
about him.
No, but why I say this, Nordie, but you're acting
telling the fan base he's got qualities that I don't see with.
But you're acting.
You can hold it up a little bit.
What's my man that we got in under flipping Ten Hag, that Dutch player? You're acting like he can't do that. Venkels, because that's what you just described. You want someone like Venkels, when they're not scoring goals, they're actually supporting the team and supporting players to do the job. If you think Sesco, I've seen his hold up. If you think he can't pick up the ball, can't hold the ball and drop it off to the wingers and play it out, if you think he can't do that, then you're disrespecting the kid. He's not Highland. I get it, we're scarred with Highland, but the kid has ability. He gets out of tight positions. He can get out of presses as tall as he is. I don't know what man wants. People, it's like if he doesn't score 20 goals a season, then he's a flop. But that's not just his game. His game is more than that. He's a team player. He supports the whole team and how you want to play. I don't think for Sesco it's just about scoring goals. But I do believe.
I think we get that from Xerxes, man. We don't need to.
That's what I was going to say. I think as well with Musa, what Musa's saying. Sorry, Musa. I think what it is as well is, we know when Xerxes comes on, even just by his first touch, I can tell how much of a quality player he is. As soon as he comes on, like I can tell, he's a baller. Yeah. If he can offer a little bit of hold-up play, but some different dynamics to Xerxes, I think we'll be all right in it. Don't get it twisted.
And this was
I'm with you and Musa. Musa wanted Osimhen, yeah. I wanted Mateta or Watkins, yeah. Most man did here. But I think we've got to look at, if they buy him, I think it might be a better scenario than what you're thinking it. But I'm not saying we're going to be the best.
When that boy hits the ball, have you seen when he hits the ball? When he hits the ball, the ball is moving.
You just slap it. You just slap it.
No, but you're talking about Xerxes already. You're talking about Xerxes already.
Listen, I'm leaving you with this. Flip me all you want. Muniz has got a better hold-up play than Sesco.
Oh, my Lord.
Bro, he's not, man. Relax, man. Muniz is average, bro. Relax yourself, man.
You see what people are missing the point is that I get what man is saying about Xerxes, yeah. But Xerxes not a better finisher than Sesco. We just got to accept that.
No,
he's not a better finisher.
That's why. So when we talk about,
you're right. Yeah, it's a different profile. That Sesco is really a number 9. Like that's his position, but he's got good hold up. I'm just saying that there's certain games, especially if you're playing a 4-3-3, where you need a Sesco up top, and also he's like. I just feel like they're different type of players, and I just feel like the problem is that we got Hoyland when we should have got Sesco back in the day. That's the problem. 2 years
ago, we could have got
2 years
Sesco.
ago. Yeah,
but I think there's a video. Yeah, there's a video of Sesco saying that he wasn't ready. I think they came to him. I think let me just play this video here right now. Let me play this video for you lot. This is a clip here on a podcast.
Ampak se vidiš v Manchesteru? To lahko rečem čez par let. Dejansko zdaj jaz nisem zrel za to še. Jaz sem moral še toliko stvari naučiti, toliko se moram isto še, recimo, Mene celega je 100%. Jaz sem recimo zdaj na mogoče 50-60, recimo, razumeš, nekega znanja, knowledge o futbolu nasplošno. Tako da moram v bistvu po 5% graditi vsako leto. In pol, ko bom pa res pripravljen na vse, se mi zdi pa najboljši korak narediti. Ne?
Yeah. You know, I rate that, you know.
When was this? When was this, Saeed? Recent?
Yeah,
This was 2 years ago. You know what? I rate that, you know, because certain man would have came to my United and said, yo, like for my development, I'm just going to come to my United for the sake of it.
That's Hoyland. That's Hoyland.
Yeah. He said, yo, listen, I'm going to go there. I'm going to go to Leipzig. I'm not ready yet. Maybe in 2-3 years, I'm ready. And he believes right now he's ready. I respect that, you know, because at the end of the day, it's knowing that you're not at the level yet. Whether you think Man United are a rubbish team or not, you still have to be at a certain level to be at a big club. And he said to himself, you know what? Let me get myself together for 2 years. I'm at 60% right now. Let me get to where I need to be. And I think for me, that's good development. You know what I mean? That's very, very good development. I really, really like that, man. I'm not going to lie to you, bro.
Someone just said in the comments, oh, of course he will say that. But that is
what do you mean?
How many times do players get bought when they know they're potentially not ready, and they will say the most just to get the wage or just to get the club or whatever it is? You rarely hear a player say, look, I'm not ready for that level yet. Do you know what I mean? Because, and at the end of the day, you got to remember, football is like a 10 to 15 long career. If that big move comes in now, you probably want to kind of go and sign that contract now rather than, you know, potentially waiting for later. Because if you do not develop, then those big clubs are not going to come calling, bro. Does that make sense? So a lot of people don't really sabotage themselves by being very self-aware and being honest like that. So I rate that massively.
Oh shit! Breaking news, you know, Mateta. It's true, guys. Mateta. The news about Mateta. Let me see 1 second. It says here, exclusive. Crystal Palace have rejected a 30 million bid for Atalanta for Jean-Philippe Mateta. Potential for him to get sucked into a busy striker market across Europe. Fulham's Rodrigo Muniz also an alternative for Atalanta. Right. Mateta, you know, because they need a striker, innit? Who's that club, by the way? Atalanta, they need a striker, innit? Right. That man, I gone for Mateta, you know, man. Jeez. That just shows you, man. Palace don't want to lose him, man, but they're in trouble now, man. Imagine losing Eze, Mateta, and Guehi in one summer. Palace are going to be relegated, man. I'd put them in the relegation zone. Are you mad?
These clubs.
Oh, yeah, Ratugi was sold to Saudi Arabia, innit? That's why, man. You might know that Ratugi guy. He had a good season last season, you know. This Ratugi, he went to Saudi Arabia, bro.
What about Lookman? What about Lookman?
He's meaty anyways, man.
Lookman's going to Inter.
Ratugi's meaty, bro.
Who, Lookman? Lookman's all right, you know.
But meaty, bro. What are you doing?
I wouldn't say it's meaty. He's all right.
He's meaty, bro. He's meaty, bro. He won't come to the Premier. Bro, he wouldn't come to the Premier about it. It's like them man like Doss. You know them man Doss and all of them man, bro. Them man come Prem, bro. I'm telling you, they're not gonna bat it up.
You know what? It's developed a lot, though.
There's a reason why they stay where they are, bro. I'm showing you that.
Lookman was in the Prem and he actually done half decent until Everton loaned him out.
Yeah.
Talking about Lookman, bro.
He's not talking about Lookman. He's not talking about Lookman. He's talking about the other one that went
Saudi, bro. I'm talking about Ratugi, bro. They're striker,
it sounded like you said Lookman.
No. Lookman's my guy. Are you?
Oh, yeah.
He's not just a one-legged Paralympian. Don't lie, bro. Don't do this. Don't lie.
Yeah.
Not my guy.
I thought you meant Lookman.
Yeah, it sounded like he was talking about Lookman.
Yeah. Ratugi had one good season. We had one good season.
No, that's why I compared them to like strikers like Doss, didn't it? Like Ratugi, like Doss.
Yeah, them
man are 1 season wonders, or they'll back for 3 seasons in a meaty league, bro. They don't want it in the Premier, hence why they don't come over.
Bro,
it's as simple as that, isn't it?
When you deep it though, like you know what I mean, like Mateta, like if United don't get the Sesco, yeah, right now if we could go to Mateta now because that means now someone's bidding in for Mateta. I thought Mateta was gonna stay. I thought, but it looks like for me, they're going to be in the Conference League, and he don't want to play Conference League football, bro. Like Atalanta, are they in the Champions League next year, by the way, Atalanta? Let me just check right now.
That's a good question. Who would you take, Sesco or Mateta? I would take Mateta.
I said Mateta from day one.
Yeah.
I said Mateta from day one. But like I said to you, bro, it's one of them where you get me, like, you know what I mean? Let me know in the chat. Are they in the Champions League?
Musa, would you still take Sesco over Mateta?
No, I'll take Mateta. He's more of that Osherman type of something that I want in terms of profile type of player.
Yeah, you know what I mean? He's not for sale apparently. You don't want to leave. Well, bro, listen, you can say that, but bro, listen, money talks, man. Right now, if they're rejecting 30 million, then that means it's 40 million for him. 40 million.
My thing with Sesco is that he's never been on my radar. But I've seen Arsenal fans talk about him, break down the type of player he is, go on about he's the missing piece to what they need, blah, blah, blah. And I've never disrespected him. I've always seen what he can do and what his ability is. My thing is that when he's linked to you at football as a player into your club, it shouldn't be the reaction I'm seeing from United fans. It's not like, brother, why is man sad like someone's dropped out? Like, Sesco's calm, like he can do a job. Especially, I think the only reason United weren't in for him is because they thought his valuation was going to be much higher than where it actually is. So when they hear that their valuation is much lower, that's when they thought, wow, we didn't even know that we could afford my man. So, okay, let's get involved. Because he is rated based on what the scouts have said about him and what we've heard come back about his ability. And we've seen enough. I just remember seeing him against Liverpool and the goals that he scored. I'm not sure if he scored 2 against them or 1, but I remember he gave them a hard time. He gave Klopp's team a hard time. And the goal that he put away was like, he's a clean striker of the ball. When he strikes the ball, he strikes it well. And I know everyone's seen the outside of the right foot against Bayern Munich. Like, you need players who have that belief that can take on a ball like that. And I just feel like the problem is with being a Man United striker, and I'm going to say this again, Mandem. You can come to Man United and score 15 goals in 5 consecutive seasons and be considered a flop. This is unheard of.
Yeah.
This is unheard of. That's the problem. You had Romelu Lukaku who came into Man United who scored 1 in 2. Every other game was his record. And Mandem looked at him as a flop. So what hope do you have? When you come in as a striker, man, and you play something 85 and you score 40 goals, and man say you're a flop. So what are we going to do with this? So that's the problem. So this kid can come in, score 15 goals consistently over a 5-year period, and man say, he weren't good enough. So that's what I was asking already. What is it that you want from it? Because if he scores goals, you're going to say, his overall play ain't good. If he's got overall play, he doesn't score. If he does a bit both, we need more.
I think he's our player. There's no point moaning in it. Like, it's one of them. He's here now, innit? We know the situation. Like, for me, it was a preference, innit? I'm not saying that Sesco is an absolute scrub. And you see me, you know me, innit, Mandem? Like, if I don't want to play, like, you see Mason Mount, that was a whole different conversation. I was totally against Mason Mount, and I just knew it from the off. Mason Mount is a scrub. He ain't that player. I'm not with it. Sesco, I'm there to be proven wrong. It is what it is. We'll see what it's about. And listen, the ones that watched him, I'm going to be on your cases. You know, the ones that claim, he's the next big thing. I want to be on your case. So I'm going to be...
You hear that, Musa? He's in directing. You see that? Right on the street.
Yeah, but did you see that? Did you see that stat? Did you see...
Not you, Musa. I'm talking about...
No, but did you see that stat, Saeed, about Jokeris only scored 4 goals against the top half teams in Portugal?
Yeah. Oh, Jokeris he's got points to prove as well. Like,
I think
man said in 54 goals that he scored, or 57, only 4 of them was against the half. That is mad scary.
And the German league is more proven than the Portuguese league.
This is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
but that's mad scary. If you're scoring 57 goals and only 4 or 5 of them against the top half, that means you just peppered up the whole bottom half of the league all season. That's madness.
You know what? You know with Sesco, Saeed's right. That's why a lot of the stream I'm talking now, like from the perspective of they're set on him. There's no point having a huff and puff about, I want this player and not going to come. So I think like the worst case scenario for me is he's here for like 2-3 years. It doesn't work out, and you probably get like 40 mil for him, so you lose about 20,
40 million.
You know what I mean? They're going to pay it off in like what? What's 59 divided by 4? What are they going to do? About 15 million a year or something like that?
Yeah.
15 million a year. So as long as they're not saying, as long as Amra's not saying, boom, I'm happy with the midfield, let's move forward, and I'm happy with the keeper, I can deal with this. Do you know what I'm saying?
But also that, you know what as well, sometimes it's good to have something that's a bit unknown as well. Like the fact that now, like, don't get me wrong, I watched Højlund, so I knew he was not the guy, bro. I watched him at Atalanta. I was like, this guy 9 million, go and get Vlahovic. I remember me and Cams on Twitter were debating. I said, yo, go and get Vlahovic, man. At that time, he was probably a better option than Højlund. This one here, it's one of them where it's an unknown kind of surprise, isn't it? And maybe that might be a bit better for United.
One thing I hate with like tall strikers, and I saw it with Weghorst, bro. How on earth can you be taller than every other baller on the pitch, but your aerial ability is not?
What's Sesco's like though?
Great.
What's
it's
not great.
Nah, it's not that great, bro. A man will get bullied in the air.
No, but I think you gotta be careful. The flick on headers are different to aerial ability, so you might be right. Do you know what I mean? The flick on headers.
Yeah.
How many goals has he got with his head?
Goals with the head, bro. Again, it's not like he's crashing in the box, bro, with his head, you know. Literally.
Is it? Mandem,
what it's not like he's crashing. It's not
like
he's
Mirror
crashing.
Maguire season.
Remember,
look, people. I promise you. People will say in the comments, just let him come to United. Bro.
Remember what I said to Mandem, remember what I said when Isak left Real Sociedad to go to Newcastle for 60 million, he only scored 5 goals that season. 5 goals. And the season before that, I think it was the best season that he had with 17 or 15. But he only had one season where he ever scored that of goals in terms of 15. And he went to Newcastle off the back of a season where like 5 goals or 6 goals for £60 million. And when Isak turned up, everybody liked him, but he said it was too expensive. And I feel it's the same with Sesco. Everybody likes him, but they feel like, is it worth that type of money? And I said it, if he goes to Newcastle and starts to bang in between 15 to 17 goals season in, season out, Newcastle sell him again to another man like United for 90 million or 100 mil. Because that's what we do. So I'm just saying, it's not the worst. And
not the worst. And also, if you get rid of Garnacho, you get rid of Højlund, you got rid of Rashford, you got rid of Onana potentially, then I'm sorry, man. For me as well, it's added plus as well. Get rid of them 4 is a big blood plus because you're getting rid of players who aren't good enough, who's toxic in the dressing room, and is a bad, you know what I mean? Bad. You know what I mean? Like,
for Anthony? Is Anthony staying and Sancho?
I was going to say this. Out of them lot, Saeed, I feel like every fan thinks like all 4 of them are going to go, I think a couple of them are going to end up staying, Who do we think is realistic to go and who do we think is realistic to stay?
I don't think anyone's realistic to stay, you know. Like, I don't.
I can't see them. I can't see all 4 of them gone in the season. I can't see us clearing everything out.
I think we can, you know. I think for me.
What are you saying, Estrella? What do you reckon?
Maybe Garnacho goes to Chelsea because I think he's holding out for that. I think Onana's staying unless something miraculous happens. Anthony probably goes, and then I think maybe two in, 2 out. I don't think all of them are going to go.
Yeah.
So what are you saying, Sancho and who else stays?
Sancho as well. I think if Sancho goes, that's a confirmation that we're getting Douglas Luiz if he goes. So I'm saying Sancho and Garnacho and Anthony, maybe those 3 go, and then the other ones stay.
I'll be surprised. I think one of the wingers are staying. I'll be surprised because one of the things that people are saying as well, the fact that Sancho has 1 more year on his contract and then he's a free agent next season. The club to have someone on the bench who Amrin has no beef with him, you know. These men don't even know Sancho like that. I feel like if they have to keep him around and then let him go on a free next season, that won't be the word. Like out of all of them, I think he might be the easiest for them to keep because he's got 1 year left and he can be like a substitute if they can't get rid of him.
Mandem, quick one. This is what I don't like about this club. They pick and choose what they want to do in certain situations with players. I remember under Ragnick, he wanted to get rid of Rashi. True or false, guys? He did not like Rashford. I remember everyone, the pundits, the fans. As soon as Ten Hag came in, what did everyone say? It's a clean slate for Marcus Rashford. Jadon Sancho had beef with Ten Hag. He had beef with Ten Hag. Nothing to do with the club. Nothing to do with Ruben Amorim. Why have they not given him a clean slate or anything like that?
You know what? It's because of the freedom comments, bro. The freedom comments, man. It's not even just the freedom comments.
But that's from Ten Hag, isn't it?
It's Ten Hag.
Exactly. No, but what I'm saying though is the club have looked at it for it's a toxic environment for not only the player and also the club. I think the fans and Sancho, it wouldn't be like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I think
But you see when Amrin,
he would.
I think it just takes a manager to come out and say one statement, and that all that disappears.
I get it.
I don't think Sancho is the problem that we make out to be, that people make. I don't see that.
No, but the thing is, I think it's gone beyond the point of beyond repair with the fan base. The fan base have
But
had
Amrin came out.
Amrin comes out and says, "I believe him. I'm going to play him in my system, and he'll be a part of it." You're going to have to buy into it.
He scores goals. The fan base are fickle. You know what I mean?
I was going to say,
Amrin already came out. Amrin already came out and said that if certain players don't go and the Man United don't get the price that they want, he's ready to have them back into.
And I'll take him, man. He thrives in the system, man. The best time of his career, he played in a 3-4-3 system with Pereiro and Hakimi overlapping him, bro.
No, but the thing is, I know Amrin doesn't want to get involved because he knows the situation there. So the club are trying to say, right, okay, cool.
But I think that statement, Saeed,
I don't think Sancho wants to come back to Man United. You don't know.
No, but I think that statement. I agree with you on that point. But I think that statement that the manager made, I think it excluded Garnacho and Rashford, and it was more about Anthony and Sancho.
Yeah,
when he said that he's ready. That's what I feel like. That's how I feel.
Well, yeah.
No, he's in a very nice position, like you said. He's got 1 year left on his deal. He already knows he's not going to get an England call up. So really, this season, if a season go past him this season, he don't really care. Yeah. So it's like, do if you like, die if you will, die if you don't. Like, you don't really bother him. To be fair, like I said, if they're trying to think about it financially, paying off Sancho for 1 more year, it's not the end of the world. Especially if you can use him as a big squad player to give people a rest and stuff. And he does suit the system, or he's accustomed to the system. So it makes sense, instead of going out and spending more money for someone else, you already got someone in-house. So
yeah.
Sancho's not a bad look. I think I like you there. I think next season for him, he can go to any club. Like, well, not even next season. December, he can start talking to clubs
he can
and getting that big money.
I feel like keeping Garnacho and possibly Anthony. I don't think Anthony necessarily suits the system like that, or he's not been utilising the system right. But I feel like Garnacho is one that really needs to go. He's not going to suit. Like going,
it's him and Rashford. They're the two that really
drawing from the bench for them, man. Is not. I'm not feeling it no more. Like the quality.
I think Garnacho and Rashford are the main two that Amrin wants. I think if he has to deal with Anthony and Sancho, I think Amrin will deal with it. He'll keep it moving. But Amrin's not even staying around too long, man. Then they're getting him a striker he don't want.
Forget about Amrin's not staying around. You know, he only has once the season starts again, he's only gonna have like a year left on his deal.
Yeah, it's mad.
Oh,
yeah, it's mad. Can
I just quickly ask you, because I wanted to ask this earlier, innit? We was talking about the striker. We might potentially get a striker next year. I want to play devil advocate. Imagine we don't get a striker next year, and they just wait for the development of Cheeto, and then they give you that, they repackage that and give it to you like that. Would you not be happy?
No, because he's gonna be starting Rasmus Højlund, bro. I'm not asking you. I'm telling you. No.
I said if we get Sesco, if we do buy a striker this window, sorry. Erasmus goes, instead of us getting an actual number 9 to help like a senior one, I don't think we get one. I think we just get rebranded. My man.
Okay, so let me answer that one. I feel like it depends what they show us in the season. I'm not buying it. If he develops throughout the season and he gets played in certain games, because this is annoying. We have this chat a lot, about like he could play in the League Cup, he could play in the early FA Cup, he could come off the bench here, and then it doesn't happen. They get like 1 minute at the end of a game, don't they? It's crap. Do you know what I mean? So
do you know what? He's got the body of a little man, bro. You get bullied around the park.
No, but if he develops quickly, if he develops thingy, but really and truly, the kid needs a loan, man. He's gonna get wasted here. He needs a loan.
Yeah, when you're a striker, you shouldn't. Yeah, when you're a striker, like before you like 23 and all of that, unless you're elite, which he isn't, because you see it from early. You need time to develop.
You do.
I think there's just some strikers who are elite, mainstream with whatever they come through, and they're bad boys.
Saeed, you're on mute.
Saeed, you're on mute, boy.
I think everything's a risk, Mandem. Like this Ekatike guy, he's a risk, bro. Like
we're talking about Cheeto, bro. Cheeto's not.
I'm just saying in general.
But Ekatike is a risk.
Strikers are a risk.
Of course, because
if you look at Isak now, they want Isak for a reason, bro. Because they know that he's not ready yet, man. They know he's not ready.
I think the difference is, it's a club that develops. Like they can they're throwing their youngsters in at right back, they're throwing them in the midfield, they're throwing the youngsters up front in certain games. Klopp used to play it where he'd just be like, cool, I give every man a rest, and the youngest play, and they still play like the same brand of football.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think the game's changed. I think it should be, and I said it already, I've seen Cunha do the number 9 role. and he can do it to a better. Do you know what's mad? Like, let me say this, then I'll say this for free. I think, and this is what's sad, I think Cunha can do the number 9 role better than any forward we're trying to get now. I can argue that.
Yeah.
I can argue that he can do the number 9 role better than any forward we're trying to spend big money on right now. So the question I ask is that going into the season with Cunha and Zertsky as your number 9s, and then bringing in a Rodrigo, that's what I'm on. Like,
I hear
this
it.
is what I'm
You're on a
trying to
good
do.
one,
Go
too.
and get another winger in. Like, for me, I'm on like, go and get another winger in and push Cunha up to the 9 position, which we know he can play and he's done before. So I'll go into the season happily knowing that Zertsky and Cunha are my number 9s, and we go and get in another winger. Not even,
And
you
then
know
load
what?
up the
Even,
midfield, man. That's what I'm
yeah,
on. Yeah, load up the midfield.
if you, I'll rather spend the money now on another tricky winger because the game's changed. You look at PSG, who's just terrorized everyone with flipping Dembele up front, and like, what's going on? What are we doing?
4-3-3. Rodrigo would have been a United type of signing, really cheap. I'm not saying that United are going to get him, but if we had a 4-3-3, maybe in Champions League football.
How much do you think? How much do they want for Rodrigo?
They want about 80 million. 80 million.
That's what I'm saying. So if Rodrigo's available for that type of price, we've already got a couple Brazilians in the camp with Cunha and Casemiro and them man there. Like, what one? You think like it's absurd to think that Man United could get Rodrigo to join the club?
I think that's a waste of money, I'll be honest.
Wow.
Why?
Crazy.
80 million for another win. Like, no thanks.
So the only way it's a waste of money is if it's the wrong timing, because obviously we're trying to make that jump too fast where we should do it the season.
I think it's like that super chat that said, when we were talking about old strikers, they put RVP. RVP was like the cherry on top of the
exactly.
cake.
So we're not at that
but
level.
the game's changed, man.
Go
Game's
spend
changed.
that on Belieber, please. Spend that on Belieber.
But I'm with you. But the game's changed. You know why? Because when Dembele went to PSG, everybody was saying it's dead. The brother's like he's not that player no more. Now, man won't stop talking about it. I'm like, hold on, because I always remember when I was calling for us to get Dembele, and I said United should go and pick him up.
But Musa, how long?
Yeah. You're right.
Initially, if I remember correctly, they had Neymar, they had all these other men that were there. So the pressure wasn't necessarily on him. When it was on him at the start, it was shit because he was injured all the time. People were making jokes him saying, it's only until of recent where he, in the last year or 2 seasons, he's actually
was mad at Dortmund though. He was mad at Dortmund.
So I'm not saying you're wrong. At Dortmund, he done a madness, but then when he transitioned over, I thought his career been done out.
But this is why you need a change of environment, and that's why I said people shouldn't sleep on players like Sancho. Sancho had higher potential and was doing more than Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah.
I'm not asking you. I'm telling you, go ask Dortmund fans.
Dembele's even, bro.
But this is why I say, even Estrella's so right. At Barca, I swear, people were joking about Dembele. He was a forgotten soldier. No one cared about this guy. People were like, this man's flow state. No one cares about this man. You get it?
Yeah.
But now, look at the transition last year. And Enrique, playing his style of football, if anything, he's changed him as a player. Who thought that he would be playing as a false 9? Who thought that he would be the one leading the press, the dog at the front of the line? No one thought anything like that. Change the environment, bro, and you get ballers to play ball under proper managers with ballers, and you'll see who's the best baller in the park, bro. Guys are saying that he's top 3 in Ballon d'Or this year. Who would have thought that 2 years ago? Who would have thought that?
Facts. This is why, for me, I feel like forward players, especially wingers, I feel like this is why number 9s ain't getting ratings, because if you don't have the ability to play across the front 3 and play very well at a high level, man, look at you and say, what else can you do? This is why I said the game's changed. Because if you're not Haaland, man say, cool, he's a different type of player. But man is saying, if you're not reaching Haaland levels, you need to be able to play across the whole front 3 and show that you have ability to score in any positions. So then I look at the players that Man United are linked to, like i.e. Sesco. Then man, they're not playing across the front 3. They're number 9s and that's it. And if he scores 15 goals, Mandem will still say he's a flop. This is why they put him to the side and go and get me Rodrigo and push up Cunha, and then let's see what's going on.
Nah, I hear it. Man, do you hear it?
If Rodrigo goes to PSG, Mandem, if he goes to PSG, Mandem, it's a long day again for everybody.
No. Yeah. Let me get these super chats, Mandem. Let me get these super chats before we wrap up on that. Basically, Thinner Hoyland says, Cozy. Shout out to Jonathan who gave memberships beforehand. Abdulaziz said the Saudis picked the wrong time buying Newcastle. If they come in during the Abramovich era or City, they'd be dominating. But now the spending rules got them locked too late to cook. I agree. Big up take Kinderp says Ruben said the club had a transfer list for if we won the Europa versus if we didn't. I think that was more Omar Barado. How come Sesco name is only coming up now? Panic settings FC. Just go after some midfielders. Like Mike says, we went in for Katika and he said he only wants Liverpool. Nuruddin, the football people have picked him for a reason. They know better than you. I wish he said that when he was here, man. The scout said, even though I'm an LFC fan, I don't think Amran isn't suited to your club right now with the squad you have unless he changes the tactics. I can see he's struggling. I'm not taking a shot, just what I see. Big up Creflandon said, no value in the market. Ekatik and Fresco are both frauds. Sesco was scared of Havertz. The Athletic said, lol. Man United should be all over Hackney. They agreed 15 million for him, yeah. Ipswich agreed 15 million for him. Big up Lakers show. It said Rasmus and Mandem saying Raskla every week. KMT, big up to you. Saeed might as well say Asmus action highlights too as well. Yeah, that's crazy. Big up Craig, he says, I think the front three will be a lot more interchangeable when Sesco goes to the left. Konya will go down the middle. I'm not worried. Smash your likes. I agree. That's a very good comment there, you know. Hoyland is a Saeed of gunmen. If you know, you know, from South Africa. Ineos should sign Musa so he can sell our dead player. A salesman brings Sesco. I can't lie. You know what I'll give you here, Musa? You have sold this well, you know. I'm not going to lie to you, bro. You have sold this well. Yeah, man. You have sold it well. I can't lie. Sesco being top flight ball for time, disrespectful compared to Hoyland. Saeed, do you really think we could get Donnarumma? I think we can. Not that fraud Jadon Sancho has to leave. It's not his comments. Jadon Sancho has been trash in the Premier League. Jimmy Jackson, when Vegas was there, he struggled to get crosses in. We had a long time with strikers dealing with crap wingers like Garnacho, Sancho, Rashford, them man. Big up June says, how long does Amarin want you lot to suffer? That's a real question. It's just a bit behind. I'm a bit behind Nuruddin. A point on no good attackers playing players from Bundesliga. So Boslai, Bailey, Mateta, Diaby, Havertz. Speak truth, not your vendettas. You know what? That's fair. That's fair, you know. I agree. There's been some successes as well. You know, them ones there. But listen, people, we are going to wrap up here, man. I appreciate you lot for joining us. I don't know how many likes we're on, though, right now. I can't lie to you, bro. The likes ain't liking right now. The likes are on what? 1.2K. That's dead, you know, still. So you lot...
How many games we got left in this preseason?
We got one tonight, man. 2:30. Who's staying up, man? Who's staying
up?
Brother,
I got work at 6 in the morning. You think I'm staying up for your night, man?
Yo, no,
season, they will still make my cholesterol.
Man said, bun your bills, you know. Man said...
No chance.
Listen, I'm going to be
after this one, how many more games? How many more games in this league?
After that, Everton and then thingy.
You see with these preseason games, yeah, do you know what I tend to do? Usually I wake up during the night and I don't really go sleep. I got that insomnia, yes. Bro, I just wake up, look at my phone, quick one eye, go on a little stream, check what the game's saying. Yeah, little 5 minutes and go back to sleep, man.
Go back to
and then it's highlight straight in the morning, bro. You know what I mean? Highlight straight in the morning.
Yeah, it's raining Chicago. Yeah, call it often, innit? I'm not bothered anyway, man. Call off the game.
What is that? Do we get a trophy if we win this? The Premier League trophy?
Man. If Chelsea can win the Club World Cup pre-season trophy, why can't we, man?
I'm taking shameless.
We got to be shameless, man. We call it the Premier League
series. Premier League trophy. It's a Premier League series, yeah.
Premier League series trophy, man. Put some respect on that trophy, man. You know what I mean? Like, come on, man. But listen, people, make sure you don't follow everyone, man. Estrella, Leon's Reality, big up to you, bro. Big up to Musa. Big up to Texino. Follow him on TikTok. Follow Rants. Follow everyone, man, people, man. It's all about growth, people, man. Big up to you, Leon. It's been a mile, man. I can't lie. I missed you on the show. So big up to you, man. I know you're a busy guy, man. So, yeah, mate, it's appreciated every time, man. So, big up to
man. Listen, appreciate all you, man, innit? We'll link up as well, definitely, at some point. I'll come check you out, innit?
Rance has got that big fight. I want to know what's going on. Rance is fighting soon.
Are you going, yeah?
Yeah, man. August.
I want to know if one man them are rolling.
Cardiff. I'll roll Cardiff. Cardiff 6 City.
If the man them are rolling, Cardiff's not too far from me either.
Bro, Cardiff, yeah, from your end, it's calm, you know. Train, if you get a train as well, it's better if you get a train. Much better if you get a train.
Yeah, man. I probably would.
What ends is that, Tech?
You don't know where Cardiff
Don't
is?
worry, bro.
Oh,
I'm
he's
in the
West Mids.
Midlands.
He's
Still,
West Mids, man. He's repping the West Mids.
Mids.
He's on this thing,
Come on.
innit?
Yeah,
I'm on this
Do you
side.
want or do you want?
I'm on this side,
Or
man.
want? Do you want or do you want? You know,
Oh,
I
yeah,
want
this guy's
from me lad.
Nah, that's not
one
it.
day.
Mad.
You don't know
Not
about the
cup of
film
tea.
One Day. You don't know about One Day.
One day was mad. One was mad.
I watched that when I was like 7 and that.
Yeah, that was right.
But listen, people, we're gonna redirect to Big Six, man. They've got a vlog out. You get me? Was in South Africa, man, killing with the hyenas.
Oh,
and
not
that,
the shooting thing again. I can't deal with it.
No,
Again. The rifle thing.
Go on, this
Rifle
is
thing's
man. You get me? So everyone go over to Big Six right now. Raid, Saeed TV raid. And yeah, man, we are out, people. I'll see you lot soon. Peace.